Alright, here we are in Wisconsin with Kevin Ham. We've got a red maple to remove here. Should be relatively straightforward. We've got the GRCS set up. We've got this whole half is declining and dead. And it's one of those things that you just cut the dead half out, you leave this, and now it's fully exposed to the wind. It's hanging over the house. So even though this section is alive, now you've also made this giant wound by cutting that. So the trees, we're just gonna cut it down. The woman here, she loves her trees and she has a beautiful forest. So this is pretty warm for you?
Today's a little bit colder, but it's not terrible.
Feels pretty cold to me.
I mean,
you guys are crazy. I know, Kevin yesterday kept complaining how hot it was. Okay, I'll just kind of go skinny everything up. Think my bar's long enough for this tree?
I don't know, man.
This is GRCS serial number 4. If it's on there. It's on the back. Well, just trust me, it is. This is the 4th one that Greg ever sold.
Yep. Hello. Good morning. You got a cable up.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. By the way, there's a cable up there. Yeah.
Just can't get away from the cabling.
Before we felt that spark, of course we couldn't do a double. Yeah, we won't do a double fall.
It's a shooting buck there, so you're getting a good union.
Oh. Okay.
My first red maple. Oh yeah. Ew. Huh. That's neat. Hey Kevin.
What?
Is your GoPro rolling?
It is.
First, I guess I'm gonna lower this down to the ground, and I'm gonna come back down and start just working my way up. Oh, sorry, man. I'm like throwing my rope all over you. I was wondering, how long ago did you cable this tree?
Wow, 10 years.
Okay. I was just curious. It looks really like it healed really well, compartmentalized well. I was just curious.
Yeah, it's a good picture.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah, probably 10 years.
Awesome. Thanks. I'll let you get to it. But... Yeah, I got it. I just lower it. That kind of barely fit. Nice. All right. So that's funny. Kevin had to run to go buy a helmet. Yeah, like how do we end up with just 2 guys?
We'll just keep piling it up. And then yeah, let's just make Kevin work when he gets here.
I feel like we started the week out with a lot of guys, and every day we have fewer and fewer guys.
Guys every day.
I feel like I'm gonna be working by myself tomorrow.
I just made it look like we had.
You're gonna have me grinding stumps alone tomorrow, huh?
Yeah.
Whoa! Oh, my plate fell off.
Breaking things already?
Well, that's never happened before. That's my protective plate. Oh man.
Come back.
So like if you guys drop anything all winter, basically it's just a lost cause.
It's gone. Speaking of which, do we ever
You ready? Pull it up. Pull it. I got it. Just let it go. All right. You got the rope? There you go.
Yeah, you would have hit a backswing later.
All right.
I'm not quite as good as Mark, but I'm getting there.
Yes, please.
Come beat on him. Good, he's got his work cut out for him. Just do this one.
You know, it's long and awkward, but it's pretty small. Put that back here. Yeah, you guys definitely do a lot more rigging than we do, that's for sure. tight drop zone. This one might come off funky, but I think we'll find a way to the ground. All right.
Bring that down. Bring it down.
I mean, I'm the guy doing this very technical hazardous removal, so I mean, who's really the master arborist here? You guys, there wasn't a climber in Wisconsin that could handle this tree. Had to call someone from the West Coast to do this crazy limb walking. Still got a good inch of holding wood. Yeah, crank some more. Yeah, hold on. I gotta get a picture of this. This looks really dumb. Textbook. There we go. Yeah, go ahead and lower that down. Oh, hold on. One sec. Let me kick it. Let me kick it. Hold on. I need that master arborist body weight. Okay, good. I don't know how everybody in Wisconsin isn't 500 pounds. All the cheese you guys eat. And all the awesome stuff they have at Quick Trip. Okay, Dick. One on this dead one. It's got some funky mushrooms on it. Keep pulling up and down. There you go. Try a V-cut this time.
So Jacob wanted to try a V-cut, and I really didn't think it would work, but you know, I thought I might learn something, so you know, we went with it. And you know, maybe out west he's made a lot of V-cuts with a GRCS lift, but out here ordinarily the limbs have to travel a distance before they get to the lift part. And you know, just like when you're felling a tree, you need a hinge for the tree to travel and be directed by the hinge. And so likewise, when we're lifting with the GRCS, we need a hinge if the limb has to travel a distance before it gets to the block. And in this case, the limb did have to travel. And when it was attempting to, it twisted out of that V and ended up dropping, a couple of feet. It could have hit Jacob. We were fortunate that nothing happened there. But, it's something to think about when you're lifting with a GRCS. If the limb has to travel a distance, you better have a hinge on there. And you need to direct that limb to its desired position before it lifts off. Something to think about.
There we go. We're way too quick to assume I know what I'm doing. I think I'm only hearing every other word you say. I'm gonna cut a stub. I don't think I'm gonna hit anybody. We're just gonna swing it and it's gonna be fine. Dude, I saw this thing in Madison. There's a muskrat. You ever seen one of them? I had no idea what it was. Yeah, you don't cut very well, Jake, but you use big words sometimes, so that's something. So before I cut this cable, I took all the weight out as much as I could, because when you put the cable in, the tree grows with the cable supporting it, so it really becomes part of the structural integrity of the tree. So getting that weight off, I mean, this thing was actually taut when I started, and now it's floppy. Yeah. Sure. Do you wanna cut one and I cut one?
Okay.
as I finish this back cut, my saw dips forward and cuts the back corner of the hinge, which could have been a catastrophic error. But in this case, we actually made a deliberate decision to make the trunk shorter, because I have a famous saying, not so famous saying, that there's nothing wrong with a short trunk. And so Jacob took the trunk down shorter, and then we made a deliberate decision to put a rope on the trunk and connect it to a loader. And our operator, Eli, was at the ready and was watching and saw it drifting to the left as you're viewing it, and he gunned it. And as you can see, as this log comes over, it twists back on that remaining corner towards the drop zone that we intended it to go to. And, absent those two decisions, a taller trunk without a rope might have went on the shed. So just put everything in your favor when you're making a cut, because we're humans and we make mistakes. I mean, I've made a lot of hinge cuts, and yeah, I was cutting at shoulder height, and yeah, I had a longer bar than I needed, and different things, but things happen, and so there's nothing wrong with a short trunk, and put a rope on a trunk and pull it and have everything in your favor when you're getting the jobs done, and you can end with a good day. It was a win. We got out of there with a win.
Yeah, it's all right. Good thing it was short.
Yeah, my bar dipped over there.
I was wondering why it was heading that way.
Yeah. And it was weighted that way, so that was a critical error. Look at that.
Man, that thing disintegrated.
You did a great job.
Thanks, but
There's always a risk when you're playing the game of trees.